Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today let's talk about The Walking Dead. Actually, you know what? I ruined that introduction. If you're new here, this is The Walking Dead Weekly, where we talk about the newest episode of The Walking Dead. Usually, at a minimum, we try to run for about an hour, 15 minutes of my first impressions, and then the rest fan feedback from you guys. So if you want, in 15 minutes, when we're done with the the first impression review, I'm boggled here because I changed the setup. I put a better TV up here so we can upgrade the videos. And it looks terrible. It looks fine on the old screen, which is a really crappy, like, standard, nothing special TV. But the good TV looks terrible. I gotta fix some settings. Oh my god. Anyway, if you want to be involved in the fan feedback, we're going to get into that in about 15 minutes. I'm going to go over my notes for my first impressions. I seen someone said garbage. I think you're crazy. I love this episode. I thought it was awesome. I loved it. Anyway, let's start out with the close-ups. I was a little annoyed. Loved the thumbnail. A Mapp member put something in the comments last week saying, or a couple days ago, saying the one image of Rick looked like a Bigfoot, and I was dying. I was like, oh my god, it does. I didn't see the naked walker. I don't know what that was about. I didn't see it. I missed it. Anyway, the close-ups. The close-ups, I don't know how to put this because I did not like them all that much with the good guys. But for some reason, getting them before with the good guys and then getting these close-ups with the bad guys, I don't know. I liked it. I liked it. I'm going to say it because the attention that we're getting on the saviors and this type of attention and what's going on with the characters, and we're actually getting a little bit more of the saviors as far as the characteristics of different saviors than we are in the comic book. We got a little bit here and there, but we got A-Rat, we got Gary, we got Simon, we got Dwight. The close-ups of the saviors, for some reason, it made them a little more human. It fleshed them out a little bit. Something small and stupid like that, it worked for me. So I'm going to have to say that. I don't know. With the close-ups on the good guys, I know there was one episode where I didn't mind how they started with the close-ups and they ended with it, and it was to show the before and the after. But this one, I liked it. Close-ups of the guts. The guts. A lot of people are saying AMC is losing their guts, trying to take away the gore porn and stuff like that. I love the gore aspect of it, and they went up close, and I thought that was absolutely great. The score, the music, when they were getting their weapons all tainted with the walker blood, I really love the music they used there. If you didn't pay attention to the music, the perfect music is music that is there, you know what I'm saying? But you don't notice it until after, and you're like, oh my god, the music was whoop-de-whoop. I did notice this, but that was only because at the time I'm like, I'm loving this scene, and I, decided to just focus a little more on what I liked about it. I liked the camera angles, I liked what we were seeing, but it was the music as well that was on point. The legend of Rick Grimes is something I wrote down because when Rick was coming into the hilltop, this is something we get a little bit in the comic, and I think it's something that I'm really interested to see on the TV show, and that is the legend of Rick Grimes. Like, people know Rick is the leader, people respect him, you know what I'm saying, and he becomes a legend in a way. Like, this is a guy who fought Negan. Imagine if you're people in that village and you don't want to fight. That's just not your style. You're living there, and Negan is this ruler, and another member in your group, rounded people up and they went to war for the entire community. Man, that would be a legendary leader to them. You know what I'm saying? So the legend of Rick Grimes is something that they hint to every now and then, and I can't wait to see more of that, especially after this season. Rick carrying the pain in his performance, I think this is something that Andrew Lincoln is doing that is absolutely incredible. Let me fix this chat. I think this is cutting off some of the chat. But you can tell when Rick is talking to Daryl and when Rick is just his eye movements and just by the way he is portraying this character of Rick Grimes, he is, how I wrote down it, he is carrying the pain, you know what I mean, within the performance. Even though he's saying okay, you could tell there's just something eating at him. He just lost his kid, and it's absolutely terrible. But if you go back and watch his performance, there's so much subtlety and amazing work in that performance compared to a regular Rick Grimes before his son died. Just fan-frickin-tastic. Hold on, I do want to stop. We got a $24 $24.99 kick-ass super chat from Joshua saying, Ronnie, love your videos, man. Do you think Negan will eventually kill Simon or vice versa? Keep up the great content. I've always said I want a Survivor to do it, but it's looking more and more like it might be Negan. Actually, for a minute there, I thought it could have been Dwight at any point in time, to be honest. But thank you very much for that very generous super chat. We're going to probably discuss that again at some point during this video. But going on to the next thing, what did I write down? Records in a case, real extra clips. Oh, Maggie, when she said, I'm going to get some records in case this is real. She checks her gun and tells Enid, you get some extra clips in case it isn't. I love dialogue like that. I mean, it is on point with the story. It's snappy. It's not over poetic, and it's a little zinger. Dialogue like that, I can't freaking, I love it. I love it. I stayed up your stream. Can you give me a shout out from the Czech Republic where I live? There's your shout out, Oxygen Yo, and I appreciate you staying up. Not showing the car crash. I wrote down but it's better than bad CGI. Now, I love this episode. Absolutely love it. There are a couple cons, though, like not showing the car crash. Doing shit like that is 100% a budget issue. There's no way you can argue that. If it wasn't a budget issue, they would simply show that car crash. Here's where I'm at a point where, okay, I don't care because I would rather have nothing and Aftermath than bad CGI, but I kind of do care because it's one of those moments where the episode is flowing fantastic, and then it pulls you out of it a moment, and you immediately go, wait a minute, is a car crash? Oh, Negan crashed? Oh, Rick crashed too? Well, at the time, I'm like, Negan crashed? Why isn't Rick killing him yet? And then you're like, oh, Rick crashed too? Okay, because he comes stumbling out of the car. Love everything after that. I mean, Rick with his Stormtrooper aim, though, it's understandable because you can't kill Negan just yet, or else that would be the end of the story. But I will say I would have preferred if they showed a little car crash scene, but I would rather not have bad CGI and just have it the way they did it, so that's fine. But the Van people were, and I already know we're going to get a lot of people saying it's the Commonwealth. It's clearly not the Commonwealth. They might later be attached to the Commonwealth. They might later find the Commonwealth. And for TV only fans, the Commonwealth is just a community that they meet up later on down the line after the war, way after the war. But the Van people were weird at first, and I did not like it. It was the one thing that stuck out in the episode where I was like, well, pump your brakes, guys. I don't like this, not at all, one bit. The dialogue seemed weird as hell, and I was like, blah, not at all liking the direction they were going. However, when it did conclude, I was like, oh, okay. It wasn't that bad, because in the beginning, I just felt like that's not how people are going to talk. Like, I show up, you're like, oh, I'll trade you stuff for knowledge. I'm like, okay, listen, bitch, who are you? Where'd you come from? How are you so clean? And you're trying to make me believe that you're living out of your van? Are you shitting me? Like, no. I need some more info, because right now I think you got a community that's down the block. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys are good guys or bad guys. Do you eat people? You know what I'm saying? I don't know this shit. I want to know more information. But then by the end of it, I like it, but I'm split. If you're a fan who did not like that moment, I understand why. Because moments like that, it's too convenient. It's too convenient. Like in the comic book, it was just Eugene, someone we know who's super smart, who did all this shit. I like how in the show they highlight that even though you're really smart and you know things, there's going to be a lot of small things you don't know, like with windmills and building different stuffs and different shit. Let's just say everything in general that Eugene knows. There's going to be something he needs to read in a book that gives him a hint on why his bullets are blowing up in his face, you know, for example. And then it's like, oh my God, that's right. I need this, this, and this part of the process. Now, when it comes to the windmills and all that, I like that they are highlighting how valuable information and books are. I mean, that's why people started keeping records and writing books. We take it for so much granted because in this, like when I was growing up, everyone had books. Books at the library, books at your home. Books are everywhere. You take it for granted. But now with the internet, oh my God, who needs a book? You just go online and click, 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 and there you go. You read the information right there. Recipes, bong. You need to make a bomb. Boom, there you go. Like with having the world fall apart and this girl show up with all this information for the windmill, that's one of the biggest things because it's from the comic book. I really like that, but on the same strength, it's like a little too convenient for me. So I'm gonna hold off. But that moment, if you didn't like it, I understand because it is a little too convenient for me. Ryan Rooker with a $5 super chat. About time the writers get a cliffhanger right. Love this episode. Best so far this season. Thanks for all your hard work that you do, Ronnie, for all of us. Thank you very much, Ryan, for that $5 super chat. Really appreciate the support, and I will agree with you. This is a cliffhanger. This is how you do a cliffhanger right. You don't tease something like Negan getting killed. You know what I'm saying? You don't have him on his knees and her with the bat, and then she's going to swing and it goes to black, and then in the next episode she smacks it on the ground and throws him in the car. No, 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 no. Give us a surprise like this, leading into something interesting. Holy shit, that was Jadis. And then leads into, well, where is she taking him? Is she taking him into a helicopter? And then she goes in the sky and throws him down? That's kind of cool. Let's see where that goes. Anyway, the Negan versus Rick, I loved it. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Oh, wait. Ronnie, comments are getting cut off. Put the chat in live chat instead. Live chat is always on. Live chat is always on. Are you talking about this getting cut off? Because, no, that's not it. Yeah, live chat, I can't control that. You guys control live chat. You just go down to the comment section, you click on the live chat. I can't control that. You have to control your own live chat. And as far as this being on the screen, nothing's being cut off here. Unless you mean this. But that's because it's being cut off because so many people are commenting. You know what I mean? Put another comment. Let me know what's getting cut off. I don't know. Dude, guys, with a $2 super chat. Hey, bro. Always nice to see an Abraham shirt. Yeah, suck my nuts, bro. Thank you very much for the super chat. Negan versus Rick. Love it. I love how Rick brings up the scavengers. How he's like, what? You save people like the scavengers? This is something we talked about that could be coming up. I think I even, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I uploaded a video where Rick says Simon saw him and still didn't do anything. They did something similar. It wasn't exactly that at all, but Rick did spill the beans. I think a Mapp member said in the comments or somewhere else that he could bring up the scavengers, or Negan could see the blue paint on Rick's boots and Simon's boots. But this was definitely hinting that there's going to be huge problems between Negan and Simon. Negan's not an idiot. He knows what's going on now. This is probably the first episode this season that I am absolutely excited to rewatch tomorrow. Like, I can't wait till it's on Amazon to just buy the episode. And I don't go online. I fully want to support anything. Even The Walking Dead, it's huge. They're multimillionaires. It doesn't matter. I want to support it. So I appreciate all the links everyone's going to put, but don't worry about it. I'm going to get it on Amazon. It's only $2. But on Amazon, for some reason, Walking Dead is the only show that I have problems seeing nighttime scenes with. And I hear this from a lot of people. Everyone says turn your TV up. I don't get it because every movie, every other TV show, I don't have a single problem. I don't need to do anything with the settings. When I watch it on Amazon, it looks fine. It's still a little dark, but it looks fine. But for some reason, when it airs on AMC, it's darker. Figure that one out. It's the same TV. When Amazon plays it, I can see it. When AMC does it, I can't see shit. So I thought that was way too dark. I couldn't get the reaction of Negan. I heard him say, "Ah, shit," but I couldn't see his facial reaction. You guys, please let me know if he did have one and what it was. And the Rick and Lucille, when Rick finds Lucille, all I wrote down was big yes, yes, yes. I love that idea. Having him pick up Lucille, and you know what that means to Negan. And then he lights it on fire. Yo, and you know damn well Jeffrey Dean Morgan, the actual guy, not the actor, not Negan character, but the actor said, wait a minute, if Rick gets to use a flaming Lucille baseball bat, Negan should use one too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know for damn sure he said that. And I don't blame him. I love that Negan got a chance to wield a flaming Lucille. I hope we get to see her a little burnt up. And I think this is great because in the comic book they do something with Lucille. So now it shows that this could be something that makes sense to even weaken the Bat. It's coming up. Not this season probably, but maybe. Anyway, a Dwight moment that I really loved, where Simon says, "Oh, you never thought about taking the guy out?" And Simon's like, when he stole my wife? Nah. When he ironed my face? Nah. Never thought about that. Not once. Yo, Austin Emilio, he plays Dwight. I fucked up his last name. I know I did, but he killed it in that one little moment. He killed it. Him and Simon, to be honest, the actors are doing a fucking incredible job. The Dwight sarcasm, Sherry's, yeah, there's something there. There's a symbolism there that, I don't know, my brain wasn't working right, but there's something there between the cigarette he was holding on to that had Sherry's lipstick on it. That was like the last cigarette that, you know, it was like holding on to a memory of them. Took a couple drags, which probably tasted like ass, to be honest. And then he threw the cigarette and burnt up, you know, Negan's car. There was definitely symbolism there. You guys put down below, what did that symbolism mean to you besides the obvious, you know? All right, we have Rick saying, "I will let you kiss her goodbye," talking about the Lucille Bat, and then he lights it on fire. I wrote that down too. That moment, I was like, "Oh, Rick, you are a badass." And then Negan says, "You're a psychopath. You're going to kill us both." And Rick is like, "As long as it's you first." Oh my God, Rick, stop being a badass. That's too much badass Rick in one episode. You got to, you know, even balance that out throughout the episodes. And then the end got me a little... okay, this is a different direction than I never would have predicted this, you know? At the same time, I was like, how did she get him in the car? When Negan wakes up and Jadis has him at gunpoint, this is taking the story in an interesting direction. I know why they're doing it. As a writer, I feel like, you know, as someone who's studied the art of writing, I've written screenplays myself. You know, the only thing that's ever been published is my comic book, but you can see the telltale signs in how writers do things. Like, for example, Negan didn't get away and go to his group. He went to Jadis. Why? Well, because they need to stall Negan's storyline so that way Simon can send the Saviors in and attack the hilltop in a way that Negan didn't want them to. Do you see how they're building this up to have Simon as the surprise big baddie? You know what I mean? How do you distract Negan? He gets away from Rick. Doesn't he just go to the Saviors? He can't find them. He knows they're going to the hilltop. He'll just go there. No. You need something that's going to stall him, distract him. We don't need to bring in new characters, so Jadis. Jadis is the last surviving member of the Scavengers. She has a grudge against them. You know, he wakes up in Jadis's car. How did he get there? Did she drag him in the car? I don't see her dragging him in the car. I mean, I don't know. How did she knock him out? I mean, where did he ran away from the building? Did she club him around the corner? I wish we would have just saw that. Like, just let us see that. He could have even been getting into some car like I don't know. And then she clubs him. Anything, dude. Dude, guys, with a $5 super chat. I agree that this was a good episode. Is it the only episode you've loved so far? You said you loved it, and I don't recall. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. It is definitely probably one of my all-time favorite episodes this season. I think I did love the first episode, though. I know a lot of fans didn't like it, but for me as a comic book fan, it was exactly like the comic book. Not exactly, but I'll have to go back and look. Chris loves games. Are your comics for sale? Yeah, doomsdaykingdom.com. Issue 2 and the second print of issue 1 is on pre-order now, and we have an announcement coming for that because we're going to close down the orders and start shipping soon. So that announcement's going to be coming later this week, so stay tuned for that. And because I got the samples in. Oh, hold on. It's over here. Wait, I think I showed you guys this, right? Yeah, I got the samples in. This is issue 2, and then here's issue 1's second print, and the pre-orders are going to close soon. So that's doomsdaykingdom.com. And if you're waiting to order issue 3, that's what we're working out. We're going to work out the people who are waiting before we close. So We are moving ahead so we can start shipping the pre-orders that are in. So if you did order and you're waiting, it's not going to stall you. We're just going to, it's up to the printer. You know, we're waiting on them. As soon as they send the stock in, we're going to start shipping. But we'll talk about that later in the week. I don't want to, I missed a super chat. Hold on. Ryan Rooker, the new Fear commercials look amazing. Thoughts? I agree. I think they look amazing. And you know what? This goes to show that they know there was problems. Like, listen, you guys know, I've been saying it forever. If you're on this channel, you know I'm a massive fan of the zombie genre. There was problems with Fear the Walking Dead. I had problems with Fear the Walking Dead. It was not as good as it should have been. There was a lot of parts that for me, it didn't fit. You know, it's the whole style. Everything was off. You guys know that. There was some people who just said, "Oh, you're hating on the thing." Da da da. Well, I feel vindicated. If there was no problems with Fear the Walking Dead, they wouldn't have changed nothing. There wouldn't be a time skip. There wouldn't be a crossover. They wouldn't have put 2 new showrunners on it. They wouldn't have put, you know, well, Gimple's job thing is different, but kind of connected. But that goes to show, yes, there was a problem with Fear, and it looks like they're trying their best to correct it. And even though we're not getting anything, which makes me a little nervous, from the actual show, because what we see, some of it looks like it's from the show, some of it looks like it was just promos filmed for a commercial. Every time I say that, we always have like 50 people saying, "They don't do that, dude, that's retarded." Remember The Walking Dead in season 5, they did it like 3 times, where, no, in season 4, it was Rick and Daryl back to back with the guns. In season 5, they had them walking through the fog. I remember this clearly because I said, guys, this isn't an actual scene. They just filmed this for a commercial, and Rick's beard looked a little off for the commercial. I remember there was so many people mad at me like, that. There's no way they would film all that just for a commercial. Yes, they would. That's what they do. Same thing with this Fear the Walking Dead. I think the Morgan running might actually be a real scene, but the others, like the guy pulling the gun, Alicia running, you can tell it's filmed with a different camera that they use. Well, maybe not even a different camera. I don't know about the technical side, but it looks like it could possibly be different equipment, a different style they even filmed it in. So I'm guessing that's only, like Alicia running and her mom and all that, that is only from... Let me scroll down here and see. That is only from the commercial, for the commercial. We got, dude, guys, Austin Emilio is one of the best things of season 6 and 8. Yeah, he's doing an incredible job. I personally thought I would have been a great Dwight, you know, but I think Austin Emilio is doing way better than I would have. So he's doing fantastic. RAPH. Shout out from Poland. It's 3:50 my time. You rock. Oh my God. Thank you very much for that. Poland, is that saying Poland $10? Whatever it is, the PLN. I believe that's the reason it says PLN there. Thank you very much for that support. Really appreciate that. Let me just scroll up here to make sure I didn't miss anyone else. All right, so listen, guys, that's it. That's it for my first impression review. We're going to try to jump into some questions. If you're new here, put Q&A first thing in your comment. We can't get every comment. We can't even get 20% probably of all the comments, but I'm going to do my best. And if you're talking to other people in the comments, that's cool. The Q&A shows me you're talking to me for fan feedback, and it's not just, you know, discussion in the comments. Anyway, so the Q&A is done. I loved it. Definitely had a couple flaws that I don't think it's going to be that bad, because I'm waiting for stuff. Like, I'm waiting for the new group to play out. I'm waiting for no, the only other flaw I think was the car stuff not showing that, but I understand why it's done. It's a budget thing. Charmeleon, how much money have you made off Doomsday Kingdom so far? Not even enough to not even enough to announce it like that. It's, yeah. Listen, I will say though that it's enough to keep it going. You know what I mean? It's absolutely, you know, getting the project, and we have a whole video coming on sales and all that. So if you want the exacts, stay tuned, because we got that, the sales numbers, because it's doing real good, I think, for an independent. I mean, shit, compared to stuff that's sales numbers of stuff that's coming out, I mean, I think we're doing fantastic. So But yeah, if you're interested in the behind the scenes details, stay tuned because we got a whole video about all that. Do you like Charlie Adler's art better or the original guys? I like the original guys. That's a tricky one. I like them both. Is that a cop out? Here's the thing. I I really like the detail in Tony Moore's artwork. He has some extra fine detail, and it's like it's a different style, you know. But there's some things that Tony Moore does that I can't stand. Like I don't like at all. One thing is Laurie's nose. I think it was Laurie's nose. Well, I don't know what it was. Could not stand it. It was Laurie's nose. There was the way they do like this little round thing on other characters' noses. They do it a lot in Invincible, and I tell you what, it bothers the hell out of me. It's an art style. It's common to put a circle at the tip of the nose. It bugs me to all hell. Why do you think they skipped showing the Negan and Rick collision? Sorry if the repeat question. Just for budget. They couldn't film it. It's expensive to film all that. You have stunt people. You got to do it over and over again. You got to block off the street, the area you're filming. Filming the aftermath probably cut out a whole 2 days of filming. You know what I mean? Probably, maybe more. I don't know. I think the... Sorry, I'm stuffed up for some reason. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it took 8 days. I could be way off here. I could be way off. But I think it took a few days to do the car crash in the very first pilot. So that, just to give you an example, yeah, that it was budget. Will the finale really be in theaters? Yes, it will. Predictions for the finale, those will come, not in this video. Hey Ronnie, my uncle told me that season 9 will be the last of the original Walking Dead. No, that's not true. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good are the saviors at Simon? Yes. Simon Says. Oh my god, they're great at Simon Says. Whoever wrote this episode needs to be given a raise. Love the episode, but I feel like there was a lot of filler throughout it. What did you think? Oh, I like it. I like it. And here's the thing. Yeah, I like it. Simply put, I like it. When it comes to the filler aspect, it gets tricky because a lot of things we label as filler is just stuff that we didn't like. You know what I mean? I didn't like that. It was boring. It was slow. It's just filler. Filler is something that has nothing to do with it. But then to the actual, progression of the story. Then when it gets to, Rick and Negan, it's a face-to-face, it's a confrontation. It's, the two leads, the good lead and the bad lead. It doesn't really progress the plot. It just stalled it out. But it kind of did in a way because now Simon knows definitely Simon. I'm sorry, Negan knows definitely Simon. At least we got one jewel out of it, one plot progression out of that. But I liked it. I liked it. I didn't think there was any filler in there, except for the new group. I'm a little iffy. What do you think about Charlie's role in the future? Like I said before, I still think there's a potential for her group to get the different groups linked up. Groups that's farther away. If they already show Charlie in a van. They're already showing the radio. They're already showing... What else did they show? They showed a couple other things that hint... The fair. That hint to what's coming in Season 9. Charlie and her group could be the reason why they locate a far away. But then again, if that's the case, why do we need the radio? I don't know. I'm going to have to do some more processing. Hey Ronnie, is it possible the reason that Lauren hasn't signed? Is it possible the reason that Lauren hasn't signed? I don't think that's a complete sentence, to be honest. You just said, hey Ronnie, is it possible the reason that Lauren hasn't signed for Season 9? You didn't say what it was. I don't think they're connected to the Commonwealth yet. Do I think Tara will die? I think it's possible. Oh, hold on. We had a super chat. We had 2 super chats. Turn them sideways. Getting feels that Michonne is being wrapped up. Nah, I'm not getting that feeling. Would The Walking Dead be better if Fear wasn't sucking off the budget? Fear's not sucking off the budget. That's not how that works. Do you think Tara will die to see? Okay, we're back to where we were. My name is not Coop. Nope. Nothing like... And they can't wait. What? Do you think Gary will be John's replacement from the comics because he was with Simon when he killed the Junkyard people? It's possible. Yeah, allergies, it could be it. I've never had allergies a day in my life. And then down south, there's a time of year where there's that yellow pollen everywhere, and oh my god, I get allergies from that, which is crazy because I've never had allergies ever. This episode impressed me in terms of budget though. DJ White with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much for the support and keeping the channel alive. Did you know that the lighter that Rick used to burn Lucille was Glenn's from season 4? It was on the behind the scenes on AMC YouTube. Oh, that is awesome. I did not know that. That is freaking awesome. Joshua. Do you think it's possible that Heath, Lauren, Sherry could be the new group at whatever community they have? I think it's anything's possible, but I'm iffy that they're even a new group. I mean, are they a group? They didn't. I don't know. They didn't give me that vibe that they're a group, which led me to think it's kind of weird that they aren't, you know? Wank Stain says, is Simon going to be the big bad this season? Yes, I believe so. He's leading the Hilltop. Seems like we will get more filler with Negan and Jadis. Gotta say, I don't like what they're doing. Maggie looks like the governor. They're taking stuff and things. Laugh out loud. What do we got? Hey, Ronnie, you ever think about running for president? Never. Have you just distributed any copies of Doomsday Kingdom to shops in Atlanta? No, I haven't. Or can it only be bought via the comics web? Oh, only the comics website. To distribute to comic shops, it's just way out of our reach right now. Like, for example, if we're only making, it all depends. Like some issues, we're literally only making a dime. Like no bullshit. Off issue 1, anyone who bought just the comic, like that's it, just the comic. I think we only made 9 cents off each sale that time. Some of them we make $1 off each comic. With the comic shops, that would be how much it cost us to ship it to them. You know what I mean? Sometimes it would cost us more to ship it to them than we would actually make, because we'd have to give the comic shop like a percentage. Obviously, that's how it works. It's not possible right now. It would cost us more to stock comic shops than we would ever see back in profits. A lot more. Will there be a Doomsday Kingdom Volume 1 when we get there? Yes. There's already a design for the volume cover, Volume 1 and 2. There's already a design in a... Yeah, we will. When we get 5 issues done, it will be in 1 volume. Q&A. Do you think saviors really respect Simon? Some do, some don't. I think that's pretty good. What flavor is that? Oh, this is a new one called ASAP Grape from Nasty Juice. Dude, guys, with a $10 super chat, holding it down. The figures are still coming along. It might be 3 to 6 more months. You're my favorite channel, and I think the reason is that you're real. Most big-name YouTubers always seem to have heavy facades. I really appreciate that. I feel you. Sometimes it blows up in my face. Like, I know there's things you need to do as a YouTuber to be fake. And a lot of it, I just... like, there's... One day we will talk about it. There's something I figured out, especially a little like, for example, for just a quick example, Fortnite. We got Fortnite videos coming out soon. You guys know I've been behind the scenes making videos to show you guys the difference between a new player and someone who's been playing for a month. It's been so much fun putting together, and I think a lot of you, especially in the gaming community, will love this type of video. There's going to be, over the next few months, there's going to be a handful of videos on it, so it's a good amount of content. But I noticed with Fortnite YouTubers, if you just look into it, you'll see I helped this little kid win, and then you didn't accidentally get into it. You kept playing in duos until you found a kid. You get talking, and then you try to win the game and get it recorded. Part of that is fake. Now, there's YouTubers I like. I'm not saying they're all bad. It's the gimmick of YouTube. That's, you know what I mean? So in a way, you have this fakeness about you because it's not a real experience. You know, it's not like a authentic experience. You're looking for it. You're fishing for it. Why do you think all YouTubers have the same damn, challenge video in the same week? You know what I mean? Because they're just looking for what's hot. Oh, this guy did this. He, helped a kid win, and now I'm going to do it. I appreciate that because I see what you can do to be fake. Some of it I just can't force myself to do it though. When do you think your How to Write Comics videos will be released? We'll be getting to that soon. We'll be getting to that real soon. Mods is not letting me see another super chat. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what you mean by that. What happens to Jesus? He has been MIA for a while. He's just out on a run. Okay, yeah. No stress on the figures, though. Really appreciate the super chat support. Yeah, he's just out on a run. What in the F is a Fortnite? It's just a video game. Wait, you the real deal, Ronnie. I appreciate that. I read somewhere online that Georgie is already being considered for a future spin-off according to Gimple. Oh my god, that's crazy. I don't know if that's true yet. Don't read into that yet. It might be, but wait, Maggie's got 38 bullets. She will personally fire into each savior's head. Is anyone else having problems seeing the live stream? All I can see is the chat YouTube has up. Anyone, if there's problems, anyone has problems, comment down below. Walking Dead skins. Wait, I want a Walking Dead skin in Fortnite. Yeah, that would be awesome. They had a zombie one, but I guess I started playing it too late. I started playing it at the end of December, and it's when they had like the Christmas skins out. And I see that there's a skeleton and a zombie girl, and I was like, oh man, I would have liked to get the zombie. If Maggie is supposed to be pregnant, shouldn't she be showing right now? Isn't she in the second trimester? I know she's pregnant, but not that much pregnant. Not pregnant enough to show. Am I the only one that's sick of writers giving storyline to random made TV characters? Why didn't they give the plans to Eugene? Georgie seems like an annoying replacement. Yeah, Mary, this is something I was talking to before where, like in the comic, I like how we have a character we know who's already smart. It makes sense when we see it in the comic. It just makes sense. But there's going to be little things that Eugene doesn't know. He can't absorb all the knowledge about windmills. And there's, but I imagine in the comic book it's trial and error because they talk about that, which again is smart writing on Kirkman's part. Eugene knew kind of the idea of how to do, make bread, for example, but it took him a few tries, like with the windmill and yada, yada, yada. They circumvent that by having this girl give us these plans, which goes over everything. If you're having problems on setting up the windmill, you just look in the book and there's the schematics. Now, again, I feel like it's a tad bit convenient, Would the show be a lot better if they had one director and one writer for the whole season? No, it doesn't work like that. A lot of people make a big deal of different directors for TV shows. That doesn't matter at all. Directors don't change the story. They can't change the story. Like, a director can't come in and say, this is good and all, but I'm going to kill Daryl right now. It doesn't work like that. The writers write the story, and it's one guy. It's the showrunner. He is overseeing the flow of the whole story, and he has under him 8 writers, I believe it is. Now, those writers, they are in meetings. They know what's supposed to play out. Each writer will, or maybe sometimes 2 writers for an episode, but usually one writer will get scheduled a certain episode. They write it and they send it up to the showrunner. Showrunner looks over it. He makes some changes, but they have meetings. So even though there's different people doing it, it's funneled up to the one person, which is Scott Gimple, the showrunner. And depending on his schedule and all that, yada, yada, yada. When it comes to the directors, they're given a script, and they could put their little touch on it as far as the camera angles and, the actors' performances and stuff. They have a little hand in that. Trying different takes and shit, but having the same director just wouldn't. You would have that director's style, yeah, sure, but it wouldn't be as big of a change as, say, only having the one writer do everything. Which again, I think that is in the timeline of a TV show. That's a lot of stress. You know what I mean? That's a lot of stress. We think Daryl will eventually kill Dwight? No, I don't think he will. Do you think Dwight is going to kill Simon next episode? I could see that happen. Again, I don't know if I want him to be the one to do it, though. Would I be down with an animated TV series? Yes. I've said this. I made a video about that. They should do an animated TV series. Not animated, though, like a 2D cartoon, but like a 3D movie using the artwork, have that art style, but instead of it being like a cartoon, you know what I'm saying, it would be animated like a Toy Story where you can see 3D all around the image, but it'll be in the style, a dark style of Charlie Adler's artwork. Have I ever been to Walker Stalker? What do you think of them? I haven't been to one. I'm gonna try to get to one this year. It's rough. It's rough. I can't get a babysitter for that long. Usually, I'm trying this year. I know a lot of people ask if I'm going to the theaters to see the finale. I would love to, but that means we don't have an after show here, and chances are I don't have a sitter for that. You know what I mean? I can get a sitter once in a while for in the daytime, but I don't have a sitter for nighttime. Ronnie, have you ever been? Tara's on the Talking Dead next week. Do you think this means no? If she was gonna die, they wouldn't announce it that she'd be on Talking Dead. All this Fortnite, no PUBG fans. I like the realism of PUBG. To be honest, I think I prefer the realism, but PUBG for me is just real clunky, and it's not on consoles. Computers fine for people who love it. I get real irritated with the moving. If there was a way to fix that with the keyboard playing, like if they had a keyboard that was, maybe they do, and I just never looked into it. If they had a keyboard that was stylized a little different and like a ball you can move with your palm, and then you can have buttons you can push with your fingers. If they designed something like that, I would probably use a keyboard like that type of, but I can't. With a keyboard, I get too irritated with the buttons. Wait, does Simon make it out of season 8? If not, who kills him? I don't think he makes it out, but Negan might kill him, Rick might kill him, Dwight might kill him. Should Sydney and Jadis kill Simon as revenge for Simon killing her people, rather than simply... Again, I don't think that's enough reward for us fans if Jadis does it. You know what I mean? Kyle Nelson says, long-time sub, I know you are busy, but you should give a weekly Q&A. I miss Q&As like you used to do them. Yeah, I'll be honest. There is a purposeful change. Is that a word? You guys know, and this is pretty exciting. Listen, if all goes well, we're gonna start finally the daily content. We're gonna get to that. We're starting this week. It might not be every day, but this week we're gonna start kicking out the videos, and then over the next few weeks. We're going to get to where we are daily, Monday through Friday, and then Sunday is going to be the live stream every Sunday. There's a reason, though, the Q&As fell off and the prediction videos. Prediction videos, we'll get into that another day because that's a whole other spiel, but a big part has to do with spoilers. I wanted to do a little test and fall back a little bit and see how it plays out. And this season, even though the story wasn't what I was expecting, I might love it a lot more when I rewatch it, but the story wasn't what I was expecting. The amount of spoilers that I have avoided, it is friggin' incredible. It is just insane. And 95% of them come from answering messages, obviously, on Facebook. A lot of people send messages saying, hey, I'm a long-time sub. Carl dies in the next episode. And it's like, if you're a long-time sub, you got to be writing that to be an asshole, right? I'm just using that as an example because a lot of them say that. Long-time sub, and they'll drop a spoiler. On top of that, when I do the Q&As, it's filled with spoilers. You're trying to pick out good questions, you're reading spoilers. Same thing for the predictions videos. I used to read all the comments all the time, even on social media, as much as I could. But when The Walking Dead is on, I have to fall back now because I'll read nothing but spoilers. It is crazy. But I tell you what, the Q&As will be returning. We're going to fluctuate between when The Walking Dead is on air and when it's off air. And we got some other content coming. So I really appreciate your continued support. We do have a lot of stuff coming back now that we're kicking off the constant content again finally. But yes, we will have replacements for things a lot of people did like. So if you want to leave for a while and then come back and check out the channel, I'm not mad at you, but we are changing things up. Top Dog says, in Fear commercial, Madison says we found a new way. Could this be alluding to the Whispers? It better not be. It shouldn't be. Is there any chance... Wait, I missed that. Simon lives to see season 9? No, there's probably no chance. Or there shouldn't be. There shouldn't be a chance he lives. Freddy Krueger 31 with the really awesome $15 super chat support. Ronnie Hayes, how do you think Negan will react knowing Rick picked up Lucille, given how he reacted in the mid-season finale? I think he's going to be furious. Well, he was furious, but he has Lucille back, though. Negan does. I don't know if Jadis now has Lucille, but I believe he has a Lucille now, you know. Hey, Ronnie, make a Lucille bat. No way, bro. The Mapp family already made them, sent them over. I got a whole display of Lucille bats. You kidding me? You kidding me? I got a black and white one. Oh my god, I love that one, buddy. I love that one. The one with the bullet in it. Oh man, I got videos up about that, and links in those videos, in the Matt Mail videos. Links to the guy who makes the bats. I believe he still makes them. Freaking awesome work. Wait, I think we need a Walking Dead movie soon. Stuff's getting crazy and the world's getting bigger by the episode. I'm good on the movie. I don't, you know, unless they do something that's not connected to the original show, I'm good for that, you know. I'll see that. But I don't want, like, you know, Rick and them in a movie. That's just, it's not The Walking Dead. Keep it on the show. How come Negan never questions the tiger? He knows Rick's team has one and never saw her die. Like, I'd be hella scared rolling up to them knowing they could still have a tiger. I don't know. I mean, I don't know, to be honest. Maybe that's a little part of bad writing. They, you know, it happens sometimes. Writers get so focused, it slips their mind. Fear the Walking Dead will screen in theaters as well. Double dose of Morgan. Hell yeah. Oh, excuse me. Dude, Negan at the junkyard. Nude Negan at the junkyard, yeah. Yes, the mods are champions on this channel. Hell yeah, I agree to that. What do you think is going to happen with Negan? Is he going to make it to the hilltop for the battle? No, I think that is by design to distract Negan so Simon could go in and do more damage than he was supposed to. Kind of leave Negan in a spot where he's even second guessing how he's been running things. And maybe, you know what? Here's a good thing. Maybe, you know, Negan, it finally, you know, clicks and he knows I have been doing things wrong. Like what Rick was saying is partially right. And then maybe it finally clicks to where he goes, eventually I'm saying, where he calls Rick up and he's like, fine, let's set a meeting. He's like, I might have been thinking wrong, yada, yada, yada. And then I need to explain something to you, Rick. And then they have that face-to-face. I think we're getting Rick versus Negan a couple times because they know when they have that third altercation, it's going to be a Negan who is like, or third or fourth, who is like, you know what, Rick, you might be right. You know, maybe we can't come to some type of agreement. Because keep in mind, Negan tried to make a deal here where they can all be forgiven. However, he adds that little bit of fuck you to Rick by making him a janitor. You know what I mean? Like, what? But on the next one, when Negan's like, yo, we can work together, let's meet up and yada, 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 out in front of, so all the groups see it, and then Rick can continue on with something similar to the comic book, you know? But we know Negan might not be the one to tell Simon to shoot Rick. You see how Rick is all bloody there? That might, if Negan is still pissed about Lucille and Rick being such a psychopath, he could show up for that part, but it might be Simon. Simon might get that remixed role. You know, that'd be pretty neat. SRH, Raphael, $25 hookup on the super chat. Ronnie, longtime sub. Spoiler, just kidding. That's funny. You're funny. You're a funny fucker. Keep up the great work for all us Mapp members. Thank you very much for everyone. You guys are really, really hooking it up with the super chat support, man. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that, you funny bastard, you. Wait, there was a nude walker, didn't notice. I didn't notice either. Will Cooper said it's going to be daily, but not every day. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about the content coming back? That's not what I meant. What I meant is we're working towards coming back for daily content. When we work up to that for a couple weeks, it's not going to be every day. You know what I mean? We might miss a day here and there. We might miss like 2 or 3 days in the thing, but like I said, you'll see when they start coming out. Once we get over the initial hurdle and I got other stuff in my schedule worked out and then everything's flowing, it will be every day then, you know. I'm hoping, I was hoping, you know, mid-March, late March would be it, but it's looking like early April. I'm hoping that'll be Monday through Friday, constant content, and then Sunday will be the live stream. Saturday's a day off. It's almost 2 years since I've been in the Mapp family. Oh my God, that's so cool. I really appreciate the support for everyone who's been here for 2 years, 2 days, 4 years. Appreciate it. What do you think the symbolism in Jada's changing the way she talks? Is it only to show her having a rebirth? Well, not really a rebirth. It's kind of like her giving up on that unique thing she wanted. She said that living at the trash heap, for them, it was unique. It was different. It was outside. It had so much da-da-da. For her, it was kind of like admitting that that's gone, you know? Do you think everything happened with Simon and Dwight might be the thing that makes everything fall apart for Negan? Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be something that's going to really crush Negan's structure. Tim, this episode was goofy as hell. I don't agree with that. Would you like to see some scenes of the Savior split between Simon and Negan and create inner turmoil? A little bit, but not too much. You know, we could get a little bit. That's fine, but not too much. We want to stay focused on the war. 2 questions. Do you like what they're doing with Enid, and who's this new group? Enid's an iffy character. Yeah, it's fine. I don't think she bothered me this episode. I love how Michonne was like, bitch, step back, you know? Because I was thinking the same thing, like, bitch, slow your roll, you know? You're lucky you're even in this room, grown folk talking, bitch, wait outside, you know? But I'm interested to see where they're going to go, you know? As far as the new group, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. I was confused with the Ellen DeGeneres, Hillary Clinton looking Georgie. I hope to God she is not Eugene-esque. That's funny. Ellen DeGeneres, Hillary Clinton. That's funny. Did I miss a $2 super chat? Ronnie, is there a character from the comics that is on the show, but they don't really need them? If you scan them, there's probably a handful, sure. Let me see about this super chat. Oh my God, I'm stuffed up. This is crazy, yo. It might be some type of allergies going on, yo. What is up with the super chat? Come on. We got Freddie, Kyle, longtime sub, dude, guys. Rick fighting Negan was very past due reward. Okay, that's a $2 super chat. Dude, guys, I really appreciate that. Negan fighting Rick was a very past due reward. Yeah, I agree with that. It's nice having the Negan and Rick fighting. What are we doing? What am I doing? It's like I'm a amateur out this bitch. What do you think Jadis has planned for Negan? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I mean, she's either going to try to kill him and fail, or she's going to bring Negan to Rick as to show, you know, Rick and the gang, like, yeah, you know, you take me and let me be a part of the group. That's a possibility. And as she's taking him there, oops, you run into... Because Jadis is either going in some other different direction with Negan, or stalling long enough so Negan doesn't link up with the Saviors so they can hit the hilltop harder than Negan wanted them to, or because that's that, she's going to fail and get caught up with the Saviors and then have to run away and escape and maybe even find her way into the Hilltop group and get saved by them while fighting with the Saviors. I don't know, something like that, you know? Hold on, we got a couple super chats. Dude, guys, with a $5 super chat. I know Negan likes Lucille's P star Y, but after this episode, she's damaged goods. Sorry if that offends any woman, but she's worn out. Yeah, I talked about that before, but I think that's intentional because she got caught on fire, so now she's dried out, and she might crack and break easy, you know? So Lucille's days are numbered. Brad Green, $6.99 super chat support. Both Rick and Simon are willing to do whatever it takes to survive, kill innocents, while Negan isn't, blurring the lines between good and bad. Thoughts? I love it. Those are my thoughts. I love it. See, Rick, here's the thing. You're right, and you're right, and you're kind of not. See, Rick's whole fight with Daryl was he didn't want to risk innocent people at all, you know? But then he's in this mindset now where in his moment of pain, losing his son, dealing with this war that's dragging on, they might even lose. I mean, it's in a bad state. Alexandria has been destroyed. He's in a state of mind where he's like, you know what, Daryl, you were right. I shouldn't worry about other people. I should worry about our people. So it's a moment of weakness for the good guy, you know. So those are my thoughts. I give him the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? But Negan, you got to understand, even though Negan is saying, I'm only going to kill one, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is still a person who, when he runs into you, he extorts you, but he always kills one. Right from the start, if he just walked up to Rick and gang and said, listen, this is how things go, it could have played out a lot different. If Negan brought his entire army to Alexandria and said, we normally kill one, or no, don't even just say, yeah, this is how it goes, I'm sure Rick would have been like, all right, I'm smart enough to know we're outnumbered. Let's deal with them for now, and we'll figure things out later. You know what I mean? But Rick Negan didn't do that, so... Godzilla 2472 with a $5 super chat. I hated those 3 girls on the road. When the 2 henchmen started talking, I wanted them all to die. Yeah, I will agree with that. With the new people survivors, I'm still going to stick with, I want to see where this goes. I want to see how they play out. But I'm not buying the lesbo hobos. You know what I mean? The outfits, the weird juxtaposed against, you know, the leader one, the Hillary Clinton looking bitch, and then the 2 sidekicks look like just random bums on the street, or not bums, but like people who were dressing up for a revolt or something. I don't like the revolution. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a bit weird, but you know, it's off. But like I said, I'm still waiting to see where it goes because it could explain itself later on better. That would make me like it better. Yeah, everyone, my dude Taylor Ryder does crazy good. Yeah, Taylor Ryder is the one who does Lucille Bats. I am real sorry if I didn't mention his name. I don't think I mentioned his name. But Taylor has the Instagram account. He shows off his work and stuff, so check him out. I apologize. I definitely should have mentioned his name. What do you think Jadis has planned for Negan? We already went over that. The Walking Dead being one of the most successful shows on TV, can't afford crashing 2 cars. That's honestly quite embarrassing. Do you think season 9 will carry over these budget issues? Yes. The Walking Dead has had budget issues for its entire life, and it's not going anywhere. Listen, AMC has used The Walking Dead to build its brand. AMC was nothing before The Walking Dead, you know what I mean? They had a start. They were coming out with stuff, but it was people who were interested in the industry. They were taking notice. Oh, AMC is doing stuff. But there's so many people who, and be honest, who didn't know anything about AMC until Walking Dead. Possibly even Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad and Walking Dead are probably the 2 things that got, 80% of you guys know about AMC. Unless maybe you're in your 30s. Let's say you're 30 and older. You probably know AMC from shown older movies. You know what I'm saying? I hear a lot of older people say, and I know of AMC from showing older classic movies and stuff. Not even old movies, but like older, like 80s and 90s. But they showed classics as well. Who here, if you're under 30 or 35 and under, you only know AMC because of The Walking Dead and Breaking Bad. They're using it to build. So I think the budget issues is always going to be a problem. Ronnie, should they add Melisandre type of character on the show to make things more... No way. No fucking way. For those who don't know, that's like a witch with powers. No way. If they added witches with powers on the show, I would stop immediately. Put it that way. I'm shit you not. I would never even make a video about it. I would just stop. Miss you. You're the best. Hope you'll do more vids. Oh, we got them coming. We got them coming. Thank you very much. Wait, we got Q&As here. Fox King. Didn't Simon take Jadis's guns, yet she had a pistol at the end? Yeah, she took the guns they had on them, but this is people stashing things in a junkyard. They're gonna have guns stashed all over the place, you know what I mean? Is the season 8 finale going to look high budget on purpose because it's going to be shown in theaters? I don't think so. I think this is just a marketing ploy. It's going to be a regular finale, as if it's not shown in theaters. It's not going to have a different camera. They might, but I doubt it. I think this is a marketing ploy to tie the two shows together. Think about this, and this is genius. You have this big, huge thing. Oh, the finale's gonna be in theaters. This is big news. But what is it connected to? It's connected to Fear the Walking Dead. But how is it more connected than just being advertised with it? Morgan, the crossover character. In marketing, this is a marketing strategy. Cut and dry. Dead and done. It's simple. That's all it is. Marketing, someone, and I think it's genius, in marketing said, let's do this. Morgan's crossing over. We got a new shake-up in Fear the Walking Dead. We want to draw the fans in, do a theater thing. We can announce it. It's a lot of fans, a lot of people will hear it's in theaters. It makes The Walking Dead sound bigger and grander, it's in theaters. I've seen so many people say that like it means something more important than it really is. And that's not to knock them. This is a cool thing they're doing. But I want people to understand the marketing side to it, which, again, I'm talking about it because I think it's genius. I think it's great. You get them coming in for The Walking Dead, and they stay for Fear the Walking Dead. You might have people stay who, I don't really care about Fear the Walking Dead, but I'm already here, I'll watch. And they might love it, If they're really confident about what they did new with Fear the Walking Dead, this is a great way to rope them in, you know what I mean? To show them you thought you were going to hate it. Look at that, you loved it, I think it's fucking great. Dude, guys. Sorry, I am stuffed up, yo. Dude, guys, you missed a super chat from me about GTA. Oh my god, I'll get to it. Also, I've been rereading Compendium 3 at work, and I remember years ago when I hated Negan, but now I really seeing the guy that's managing a system. Oh, yeah. I like Negan. I like him. Thank you very much for the support. I'm going to look for that super chat in a second. Godzilla 2472. All that so they can explain the new beginning. Why can't they just have our survivors find out how to build windmills and shit? They could just have them find blueprints on the run during the time skip. That's something I'd be totally fine for. We don't need a new group, to be honest, unless there's a bigger plan for them later down the line. I agree with you 100%. I'm fine with them. Even if they would have went out on a run somewhere, and let's say Michonne was looking for something, in this episode, and she found even a library. She just happened to walk in it, and they were talking about being low on food, and they just happened to find this whole aisle with information and schematics on how to, because you find books like that in a library. I've taken out survival books from libraries before. It's possible. I would have loved that all the same, but they have to look at, is that as interesting, yada yada yada, Mega Dr. Dre, what's up? Sorry, haven't been here in a while. Been working a lot of night shifts, so always miss your live streams. Oh, you're much missed. Thank you very much for that super chat. I'm going to burn through a couple of these just so they don't disappear. Kyle Nelson. So they run into the girl, Reg, and gang, then take them prisoner. Why don't they search the whole van and find the plans? They did say they looked in the van. I don't think they've searched it like every nook and cranny, though. Thank you very much for the support. Jeff, 1990. Think we will get an explanation for the helicopter this season? We should. And do you think Jadis is taking Negan to the hilltop? I think that's possible. We should, and it's absolutely possible that, let me see this super chat I missed, that we're going to get a confirmation about the helicopter or more. Damn it, you guys know what I mean. Let me see what Dude Guy's is talking about. GTA. Dude Guys, between Simon and cars crashing each other. Wait. Between Simon and cars crashing each other. GTA. Oh, shit. Did you add something that go with that comment? I don't know. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed it. Oh wait, Godzilla 2472 said, by the way, I tried to say C word instead of girls, but it wouldn't let me say it. I guess YouTube is censoring super chats. Oh, definitely. I believe YouTube has, because a lot of people said people are just going to pay for super chats to spam shit, and I believe YouTube did have an automatic censor system. On top of that, if you try to like spam your company links and all that, it'll also block it, you know. So if you have links, even in the regular comments section, there's a lot of people who say, Ronnie, I posted a link to something and you removed my comment. It wasn't a spoiler. And it's like, it's not me. Trust me. I'm not sitting there removing, you know, especially good comments. It's YouTube. And unfortunately, they remove good comments on accident. So if you shit talked me in the comment and it got removed, I honestly would have just kept it. I don't care. You know, it's YouTube. If you had a bunch of curses or especially people who copy and paste things and spam comment sections, you're wasting your time. YouTube pulls those automatically. You might see them on your computer, but on my end, it fills a spam folder that no one else can see it. You know what I mean? What else we got here? YouTube won't let me call them pussycats without the cats part either. Down with censorship. I didn't know they did it like that, though. I thought it. Well, I didn't know they had it up and running like that. That's weird. I thought it would be for. Like not every curse word, you know. I thought it'd be for just a couple here and there. It could be a system though. As they're branching out more and more, they just want it to be cleaned up for family friendly. Because you don't want a family friendly channel to be doing a super chat. You know, imagine that live stream and then curse words pop up. So to protect those, they gotta implement that system for everybody. You know, I don't know. Maybe that's the way I see it. I'm not really mad at it, just because that's probably what it is. Wait. Taking meds, bud. Someone needs to take meds. Dude, guys spending a lot of money tonight. Hey, yeah. Don't get them to stop. What are you talking about? Honestly, give me a break with trying to police speech used. How do you feel the season will finish out? Episode 313 of Battle Hilltop. You know, I really don't know. I'm good with, you know, because here's the tricky part. We say they're going to battle, but it's problematic because the next episode it looks like they battle, but it also kind of looks like they start to battle and it ends, and then we get the battle in the next episode. All I know is, you know, we have the finale of the last remaining storyline coming up. That's it, and they're gonna battle at the hilltop. You know, that's all I know. Wait, let me get to these super chats. Dude, guys, sorry, it was a dumb joke. Just because Simon is in GTA 5, he was in a car crash. Cars around him were crashing each other, and yeah, you can't say pussy. I believe that's the word he tried to use. Yeah, that's neat. I didn't know they did that, actually. Thank you very much for that super chat. Jeff1990, what did you think of the new promos for Fear the Walking Dead? Also, do you think the first episode will be only Morgan instead of the original group? I love the promos, and no, it's not only Morgan. It is going to be all of them. I think Morgan is definitely in the first 2 episodes, though. Definitely, because he filmed right away. We know that. Jordan, would you ever like to see the president on The Walking Dead, like Rick saves a guy surrounded by walkers and it was the president from when the world went to hell? No. That's always been something that I've never been interested in, you know? I don't know what about it. It rubs me the wrong way, you know? I don't want the president to just, I don't know, because I don't know, it like overshadows the character and the people, because this is someone you voted for a president, and then now what is the story? The story has to involve someone who was the president of the United States. You know, I don't think I want to see any of that, to be honest. Where are we at? Where are we at? What's up, Ronnie? Do you think Negan knew about his people going to kill Gregory at the hilltop back in season 6 when we first met him? Yes. That doesn't follow the Negan laws. Thoughts on that? No, I think that was on the up and up, and we know that because what they said happened is what Negan allows to happen. They took the one kid and killed him. Now, maybe Negan wouldn't have picked that kid. We don't know. He tried to kill Carl, and Carl is supposedly younger, the character, than the kid they killed. So I think the only thing Negan doesn't know about is the Oceanside, or maybe that's the group that Simon got in trouble for, where he was backsliding. You know what I mean? Wait. Jared. Oh, Jordan. I already answered that, didn't I? Yeah. I think we're okay. We're down to the fresh comments. Negan has 9 lives. Patrick McCarthy. Thank you very much for the super chat. I'm sorry, you had another super chat too. Yeah, Patrick McCarthy, right up here, $5 super chat. I don't know if you're purposefully donating just to donate, but you can comment as well. So when you put a super chat in, if you missed it, there's a thing. You could also not care about leaving a comment. So either way, I really appreciate the support. But in case you didn't know, you can also comment there. Highlight your comment. You think it's the final of All Out War next week? No, I don't. The final and badass showdown between Rick and Negan? Really hope so. No, not next week. No, because we're only on episode, 13 next week? This is 12? I'm losing track. Oh my god. No, I don't think it's the final battle is next week. I don't think so. If random people like Rick and Negan can survive in the apocalypse, why wouldn't the president with the Secret Service all around him not be dead? No, that's not at all what I'm saying. I believe the people like that are definitely alive. Absolutely. Some of them, most of them. The president is probably still alive. What I'm saying is, I think it overshadows the storyline to bring in the president, because now the story has to focus so much on that. This is the person who was the president of the world. He knows so much. There's so much that's got to come from that. I think it will detract from the overall story. Now, not later on. Later on, it could be different, though. If they bring him in after a while and they establish something, yada, yada, yada. Godzilla said, with a $2 super chat, but they let say shit. Makes no sense. Oh, yeah, I guess some curses you can say and some you can't. Freddy Krueger, 31, with a $10 super chat. Ronnie, do you think Jadis will eventually join Rick's group or go off on her own? This is tricky. I kind of feel like Jadis's days are numbered. I think she's going to go out in some type of battle at the end here. But I also, on the flip side, I think she's probably going to last on her own. She might eventually go to the Kingdom or the Ocean side. I think that's absolutely possible, you know? So I'm going to say right now my answer, sorry, but I'm a 50-50 flip a coin. If I had to pick one, I'm going to say she dies in the final bouts of the battle, redeeming herself for her cowardly ways, you know? How about that? That's a good way to go out. All right, let's scroll up a little bit. I'm trying to get as many comments as we can. Ronnie, do you think Commonwealth in the comics might possibly have some research going on to find a cure? Seems like that could be the end game for the show, considering the comics end differently. For the comics, no, I don't like that. For the show, that could be a way to go about it. I will say, though, and I hate to sound cocky, but it's just not what they're going to do. AMC is setting everything up to have this an ongoing franchise. What's the one thing that can definitely kill a franchise and kill a story? A cure. We will never, at least not for the foreseeable future, we will never see a cure. They might be working on a cure, but they're never going to make a cure, even for the show. And I'll explain why that's important for the show, because AMC does not have a crystal ball to see the future. They don't know in 20 years if they want to continue the story of Rick and his gang with Judith or anyone else for that matter. They don't know, but they own it. They own it. So they want to leave as many open doors as possible, you know, as many as possible. A cure kills the franchise, even if it's only for the original show, because that's now canon, and that needs to take place in every other story they tell. It limits them now, and you don't ever want restrictions when you're expanding a franchise. You know what I mean? I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm Italian, so, you know, well, part Italian. I think that comes with the territory. You know what I mean? Hey, Ronnie, isn't there supposed to be 2 fuck words confirmed per season or something? Do you think? I think they're saving one for Rick to tell Negan he's fucked. I really do. If they don't give it to Rick, I'm gonna be pissed. And then give one to anyone else, you know? Daryl's gotten a few. So I love you, Norman Reedus. I fucking love you, but fuck you. Rick gets one this season. Rick had one that's bleeped out. Daryl had a couple that were muted, and you get it on the Blu-ray. But Negan, he has a bunch that AMC won't give us. I don't know why not. TV only fan here who'd like your thoughts. Killing Simon, no payoff. He's the only savior I like and done nothing to our survivors, and he took out the heapsters. It's a huge mistake not killing TV Negan. Yeah, I see where you're coming from. I still think there's way too much evidence to show that they're setting him up to get popped. Clap, clap. Dairy Queen, who's the psycho, Rick or Negan? They're both a little bit psycho at times, but I mean, Rick is the least psycho. Mega Dr. Dre. I like Kirkman utilized Eduardo and Sadiq in the comics last issue. Do you believe the show influences Kirkman's writing decisions in the comic? I think it influences it in a way. I mean, it's life. Everything that's going to happen is going to influence you in some way. But I don't think it goes over the top. You know what I'm saying? So yes, it influences them in a little bit, but not a whole lot. You know what I mean? For little things, yeah. Godzilla 2472. I really thought it was cheesy when those henchmen C star NTS talked about made up words. F star star K. This filler shit. My God, YouTube's even censoring me now. You believe that? Technology's crazy, bro. Thank you very much for that $5 super chat support. I really thought it was cheesy when those henchmen cunts talked about made up words. Yeah, that part was cheesy. She said moisture. I'm like, that's not even made up. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? I'm like, what, bitch? Will the finale be the conclusion of All Out War, or will it focus on a new beginning? I think it's got to be the end of All Out War at this point. They could do a new beginning intro, and I'm half expecting it. But right now, I'm going with just ending the war, just at the current pace of the way things are going. Yo, Ronnie, I made my own Lucille. If you want to check it out, I send it on Facebook. Tell me what you think. I'll let you know, buddy. Would love to stay around, but gotta go. Yeah, we're gonna be ending soon here too. That way I can actually get my daughter up for school and not stumble in like I'm looking like I'm drunk or hungover. Kongrilla. Oh, and also we might start the open discussion on Wednesday. The Walking Dead Walker Withdrawals. We might come back and do that. It'll be a live stream. I didn't do it last week because here's the thing. A lot of people want it, but then every time we do multiple live streams, we always get people who say, we only do live streams, yada, yada. And I know it's partially correct, not actually correct, because if we get a couple weeks where we can only do live streams, you know, next month we're doing a video every day that's not a live stream. It balances out, you know. You got 1 month and you have 14 live streams, but 35 freaking regular videos. People will still say it's nothing but live streams. It's frustrating. So yes, if everybody around the world, you know, you have seen the episode by now and you would like to rediscuss it for just a 45-minute live stream, we will try. If you guys want, hit that like button, comment down below. We will try that again this Wednesday, or we'll start that up this Wednesday, just for the episode discussion. Something else, you know, if we have time. Anyway, Rick was a total badass this episode. Yeah, I fucking love Andrew Lincoln. I got a guy crush on him. A man crush. Is that what it's called? Godzilla 2472 with the super chat. Do you think the finale in the theaters is for Rick and Negan to drop the F-bomb uncensored? No. I think it's only a marketing thing. But if there is an uncensored one, it would be a great idea to play it in the theaters. That would be absolutely awesome. Also, Daryl only had one F-bomb. Rick needs more. Yeah, I agree with that. He needs more. How long did Dwight live in the comics? A long time. Very long time. long time. Oh, and for those interested in the content coming up, especially for Train to Busan, I'm really excited to announce I have already the script I started for my Train to Busan video. It's not a review. It's like a breakdown. It's like an analyzed. You'll see when it's done, but it's like a little I love you letter. I want to start a few of those. I got one for Train to Busan. I got one for Bone Tomahawk. I got one for The Thing, the way back when, one of my all-time, if not my all-time favorite movie. Yeah, I got a couple of these I love you letters. They're kind of like the analyzed, a little bit different. You'll see. But for those who've been waiting, Train to Busan will be the first one of those, I do believe. All right, we got a couple more minutes here. We'll take the last few questions. You guys rock. Let me tell you that. How many people did we have in the chat, right? I don't know. I can't tell. Why can't I tell? Come on, YouTube. Let me know. Let me know. Got 500 people hanging out. That's fucking awesome. Negan looked relatively clean considering a bucket of guts should have fallen all over him. When they first show him, he was drenched, his jacket. My screen froze. Did yours I don't know. That sucked. I hope it didn't mess up for you guys. Is this not? Let me fix that. There we go. Smash that like button. Please do it. Wait, you're so close to my question. Oh my god. Ah, Kongrilla. If you would have just, if anyone puts something like this again, just rewrite your question. Damn it. Look, I would have read it right now. Kongrilla, go ahead, real quick before we end. Put your question back in. Negan looked relatively okay. We got that. Yo, please do the Wednesday shows again. If you guys want it, we'll get it squeezed in there. I want more live streams. Oh, we got a handful in the works. Trust me, once everything gets going, we're gonna be a content machine, and I'm actually more excited about doing this. Probably the most I've ever been, because I was always excited about having a lot of content available, but now I'm so much more excited because, you know, we go from Walking Dead, we jump over to Fortnite, we jump over to Outlast videos. We got a handful of gaming stuff coming up. But then on top of that, we're jumping back to Walking Dead. We jump over to Train to Busan. We jump back over to Fortnite. We have some random live streams. We jump over to some of the story time things that you guys know are coming up too. Then we jump over to like an Analyzed I Love You letter to The Thing. And then we jump over to Bone Tomahawk. I'm so excited for that. I don't even have the words for it because the variety is something that I love. And that's something that I've always wanted when I first started the channel. I know it started with gaming. That was the whole idea. It was starting with the gaming stuff was the main focus and go into entertainment and movies and stuff. But I'm just absolutely excited about variety. I've always wanted that because the tagline to this channel was originally, I took it out because I wasn't doing a lot of different stuff for a while there. But it was like one channel, different shows, you know, make everything entertaining. That was the tagline. We got, dude, guys, channel is at 69 subscribers, my favorite number. Need to make more vids this week. Also, you missed one more super chat about Justice League. Sorry! Exclamation point. Let me scroll down here. I don't know how we missed that. Let me see. Wait, maybe that's because we didn't get to it yet. Wait. Is that it? Hold on. We missed a couple, I guess. I hate how they don't show you. I think if it's under like $4 or something, it doesn't pop up, which is so dumb. Like YouTube, just how do you have a super chat system but you don't show anything under $4? That is so dumb. You know, like, all right, it doesn't show up here is what I mean. Maybe it did and I missed it. That could be my fault. Godzilla 247, more Outlast, please. Yes, Outlast is not forgotten. The Last of Us either. That's not forgotten. Those are coming back. All right, I can't find your super chat, bro. Let me scroll down here. How long will Dwight live in the comics? I got that. Is Justice League worth getting on DVD? Oh, that was your question? I don't know. I wouldn't buy it, you know. Yeah, I wouldn't buy it. Oh, look at this super chat. Godzilla says, I'm back with the money, baby. Thank you very much for the support. I'm glad to hear it. What do we got? Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I think I'm missing what's going on here. I'm only going to say it once, though. Charmeleon? Is that how you say the name? Yeah, bro, we all know. I mean, we're not idiots. We all know. And you play it off like you're all innocent. But you do things for attention. So, and I think I did talk to a mod last week. If you get out of line, they're just going to ban you. Joking around here and there is fine. There's a lot of people that have fun goofing off and yet their shit doesn't get brought up because you keep inching forward for attention. You say something that's borderline. It could be read as playful and innocent, but it also has that, you know, underlining fuck you hidden in there. You know what I mean? Like, people aren't stupid. You know what I mean? Like, come on. So, yeah, they know they could just block you. If you want to make a new account, go ahead. I mean, shit. You keep doing it, they'll just block you again. I mean, just be here, enjoy it. And this is the only time I'm gonna bring it up, only because I don't want people to be blocked, or I don't even want the drama. I would rather you just do your shit. Just fall back, bro. Just it. That's just that simple. Anyway, why was Alice not in the TV show? Alice, did you mean the doctor? It just didn't fit. No, I don't know what you mean. Mega Dr. Dre, Rosita and Tara switch bitch roles this season. Yeah, they did. They did. Tara doesn't need to be... I'm sorry, Rosita doesn't need to be a bitch to Maggie, though. Like, Maggie didn't do shit to her. Sasha, there was a little bit of understanding there because she was mad, obviously, about the Abe thing, but Maggie didn't do shit to her. All right, let's get the let's get into the last few questions. Ever try G Fuel? No. YouTube gamers promote it. Only 25 calories, and they have peach tea flavor. No, I've never tried it. So many people promote that, though. I probably wouldn't promote that shit. I will pump merch. Like, you guys seen those bobbleheads? I've talked about this. The company sends them. I love these things. I freaking love these things. The company sent in the box of these guys. Like, I showed it off. Like, the company sent it. They didn't pay me cash or not, but they sent in a whole little box of them. I freaking love these things. I will, no problem, pull it out. I don't cram it down your throat. But I made the video, reviewed them. I show them off. I have them on the shelf here. I freaking love, like, genuinely love these things. I don't know if the future will be different, if maybe it'll get to a point where we need to take all types of sponsors, but for as long as I can, I'm only gonna, take sponsors from shit that I'm like using or that I support or that I think is great. Shit like this, like I think they do a fan-frickin-tastic job. These are Royal Bobbles, and no, they didn't ask me at all or pay me to do that. I'm just showing you G Fuel. I don't use it, so I probably would never promote that shit. Carl is alive. Yeah, right. Those two girls backed up the Hillary Clinton looking woman look like Sarge from Z Nation. I don't know who that is. Wait, how do you think the helicopter plays into the war? Yeah, I still don't know. I still think unless it's a huge misleading trick, it's got to be the junkyard people. There's got to be something there, and then it leads you to think like, what's the point of having a helicopter? Are you going to use it to bomb them? Are you going to use it to get to somewhere to attack them? You can only carry a few people. To be honest, I'm at a loss, which leads me to think it's not going to be something huge. It might help Morgan get to some, maybe that's it. Maybe Jadis wants to just go and Morgan goes with her. So they go for a distance. It could be something like that. You know what I mean? You know what? I'm sticking with that until something better pops up in my head. Chris with $5 super chat. How do you think Negan gets away from Jadis? Right now, I'm going to process it. Right now, I think she's going to try to take him to the survivors. She's going to run into saviors. And then it's going to be about Jadis getting away from them. You know what I mean? How do you think... Oh, okay, we already did that. Have we ever seen Negan driving that car before? That kind of took me out of the moment because from my memory, we have only seen Negan driving a big truck. No, we haven't. I just assume they got, toys laying around, though. Do you think Morgan will live to season 5 of Fear or go back to The Walking Dead in season 10? I honestly don't know. I'm afraid they'll kill him in Fear, but I will be pissed if they do. I want Morgan back in The Walking Dead. Ronnie, we need a free talk live stream, getting chill, talking about life and shit. I missed those. Oh, we got more to come. We'll be doing those. How do you feel about Simon taking Comic Book John, black guy with one eye storyline? Can't wait to hear what you think. I'm not down for that because, they're moving Simon's story forward in a way that it wouldn't make sense to have him in that position later on. I'm fine with Gary taking it. I think that'd be a perfect fit. We've seen Gary be a dick, but Gary could come around and agree to uphold the peace. But then when it comes down to it later, he'd be a perfect fit to go, fuck you, I'm not doing this anymore, you know? Yep, I'm confused too about the van bitches. How do you feel about Simon? Okay, we already did that. Will we see some background characters like Tobin and Gary survive the war and keep... yeah, they have to keep recognizable faces. We'll see some people survive, you know? I need to wear a Mapp shirt to the movie. Oh my god, that would be so freaking awesome. We got a Redbubble store. I don't promote it a lot because I'm really trying to make our own merch so we can make it more affordable. And to be honest, we don't make shit off Redbubble. It's like $1 for every item you buy. But if you are interested until we make our own merch, the Redbubble link is down below. I love this channel. Thank you, Juan. I love you. What state is the Commonwealth in anyway? Ohio. Almost time for comic book men. Sure. Just me, or did close-ups make the show feel like a cheap crime drama? It could be. It did something for me a little different tonight, you know. But if you didn't like it, I understand why not. The close-ups did look weird. Is that what we said? Are you working a lot now? You ain't on as much as you were. Kind of, sort of. We're making a transition to get things set up, working some, saving some. Because we're going to be going full-time on this channel. Well, I will be. And it's a tricky thing to do, especially in my position. So, and it's not going to be right. I can't go full-time right away. I hope we can do it. What did you think of burning Lucille? I loved it. I freaking loved it. Jadis will trade Negan for Simon and kill Simon. That would be a cool trade. That would be a real cool trade. Yeah, I like that. I don't know if she should get to kill him, though. I still stick by that. What did you think about the next episode? Wait, what do you think about the next episode? I'm a little worried we're going to get a filler for half the episode or stall for half the episode and then get into the fighting. You know what I mean? I just want to get right to it. 10 minutes into the episode, I want to get right to it. Melanie Grimes with a $5 super chat. Love you, Ronnie. That is all. With a little pink heart. Thank you very much, Melanie. Keep kicking ass. We got a Mapp family mod. Spin, another mod. Spin 2020 with a $10 super chat. Love you, Ronnie. A little bit more than Melanie does. That is great. I love that. Melanie, you see what Spin did? She's putting the pressure on. Don't you dare, though. I love the donation. Don't do anything more. I love you both. You're a tie. You're an even tie. You love me equally, both of you. Still funny, though. Will the next episode make up for the mid-season finale lackluster action and storytelling? That episode missed a lot of comic book moments. Wait. Make up for the mid-season finale lackluster action and storytelling? That episode. I think the next episode, or the one after that, depending on when all the fighting is going on, I think it's going to be real good. You know, at nighttime they can accomplish a lot of atmospheric, fighting. I think it should be great. Will Negan find out about Dwight this season? Yes. Laura's most likely still out there. So do you think Dwight's game plan is? Dwight is just holding on and waiting for the opportunity to either strike or for the survivors to win. Ronnie's the realest motherfucker out there. Fuck yeah. Love him. Only YouTube channel I watch religiously. Well, we got to start doing more content and give you more to watch. You think they should put more Daryl on the show? We got enough Daryl, a little bit more here and there. Yeah, I'm down for that. $5 is a lot. $10 is a lot. Hell, $1 is a lot. I agree to that. I absolutely agree to that. I still think you need to make the Mapp logo t-shirts with the pointing fingers that say, I'm done talking on the front and it's your turn on the back. We will have, there is a design, there's a couple different designs out there that will be done. I'm done talking, it's your turn is definitely on the list. That one will be done. All right, we're at 1:30 here. I really got to get rolling. It is midnight my time. I don't know what the hell I did with the comments. I always hate shutting it down. I love just chit-chatting with you guys for a couple hours. But especially when it comes to getting my daughter to school in the morning, I really got to shut her down. We're going to get going. George, you look like let me read a couple here, though. Wait, they are showing the first hour of the terror in between The Walking Dead and Talking Dead. I don't watch The Talking Dead all the time because obviously now we do the live stream, but before then, a lot of the guests really took me out of the moment. I love the guests like Yvette Nicole Brown, who's there as a fan and really talking about it and not just making stupid jokes. A lot of fans they bring on, it just feels like they're making stupid jokes. It's like they're, and I've said this a number of times. It's like they're so worried about looking like a geek or a nerd for being a fan of the show, they just make a joke out of everything. What's going to happen next week? Oh, I think Rick is going to grow a 10 foot dick and he's going to slap Daryl in the face and Daryl's going to shit out a baby that's going to take over the world and it's going to be like the post-apocalyptic messiah, and then all of a sudden it's going to throw up and Carl's going to be in the vomit. It's like, come on, bro. Fucking come on. Just try. Give them a decent prediction. But anyway, as I was saying, even though I don't watch it every single episode, I don't think it's fair that Talking Dead fans who have been supporting Talking Dead all this time should wait. I don't think that's fair. I'll stick up for the fans in this situation all the time. Terror looks good. I'm going to watch it. You don't need to fuck over Talking Dead fans to force people or trick people or lure them in to watch it. It looks good. Let it stand on its own. Stop pulling the gimmicks that make people mad at you. AMC, knock it off. Badlands was an absolute flop. A lot of people I heard loved it. I heard a lot of great things about it. So many people refused to watch it because, and I don't know if it's canceled. I think it's still going. It might be canceled, but so many people refused to watch it because AMC tried to force it on them. AMC, you're fucking dumb. Stop doing that. Stop. Okay? It's time to stop. You should come to Detroit next on The Walking Dead Epic Architect they should use. Sounds like one of my bad... Wait, does clothing... Wait, what was this? Clothing designs? Kongrilla. I have a friend who does clothing designs for fun if you need any help. When we get to that stage, we might. Hirani, I feel like ass, but I really like the episode, and of course you. Well, I hope you feel better. Sounds like one. Wait, Ronnie, do you think that at this point it's more likely Georgie or Madison did start the Commonwealth? Well, then we have to look at what would be the point, but I think it's absolutely possible. It's not possible for Madison, though. Keep in mind, guys, if we connect Fear and The Walking Dead, it will become one show, unless you do what I said before, which is to have them close by and cross over the characters as guests, starring yada yada. Watch that video if you want more beyond the crossover, I think I called it. If you want to do that, that's fine. That could work. But you can't do something that is too big or else they become the same show. Like them being the Whisperers. You can't do it because then it's so big. You need to finish that story on the main show and you'll end Fear the Walking Dead. They don't want to do that. They want Fear the Walking Dead to continue. It can't do something that's going to end it. You know what I mean? Just want to say that I accept Tobin's impending doom. I like him and the actor, but you're right. We need someone to die this season besides Carl. I'm sure we'll get a couple deaths, like characters like Tara and stuff. Wait, hold on. We got a super chat come in. Godzilla, I thought you were going to say Rick is going to grow a 10-foot beard. That'd be funny too. Laugh out loud, but I could see Rick with a massive 10-foot Cyclops cock. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy thought to get off the chat with. Let's answer one more undisturbing question before we leave. Do you think Rick is going to get Carl's talks with Negan? I don't want to see anyone else take that relationship, but something tells me Daryl will take it. I think Daryl might have a weird connection in that moment, but I am a little interested to see, because there's a totally different dynamic there. But I'm fine if they fall back and have Daryl there. You know what I mean? Hold on. Last one here. Mega chat, Dr. Dre. Ratings are going down. Cause for concern. I think a little bit of concern, yeah, but the ratings are still good enough, are still absolutely good enough for us to have faith that AMC's... We just don't want them to cut the budget. That's the only thing that would be the nail in the coffin. There's still a ton of people watching. They can still sustain. They just can't cut the budget. If they cut the budget, we are in trouble. We are in bad trouble. You know what I mean? That's the Walking Dead's worst enemy right now is a bad budget. And if they cut it anymore, we're fucked. You know? If they don't, and they just tweak some story, cut out some of the dialogue that is not how normal people talk, they have a fighting chance to come back and get high numbers again. They're not always going to get 20 million people watching on day one. They're not always going to get that. They're not always going to get 15 million people, you know? It's going to go up and down. It will. But I think they could keep it, and they can sustain 12 million on a regular basis if they tweak some things. Absolutely. Ronnie has the best channel for Walking Dead stuff, and then that Irish girl with the colorful hair. I can't say her name, but yes, she's a cutie. What's her name? The fuck is her name? The tattoos, right? She's got tattoos. I like tattoos. I don't know her fucking name. Someone put her name in the chat. That's gonna bug me now. I'm only gonna check out Terror for the actors. It looks good. It does. It's too far into the storyline for Georgie to start the Commonwealth unless there is an edited version. It takes too much time to build a 50,000. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Rick Grimes was a cop but can't shoot worth a shit. All right. Yeah, we got to just do the last remaining super chats, and then we're going to shut it down. I can't take all these questions, but like I said, come back here for the Wednesday. We'll do another one, and I'll try to announce the time on this channel in the community tab before that, or social media. But we have Zachariah Rush. Hey, Ronnie. Why do you think Jesus has been left out of 4 straight episodes? Keep up the good work on DK. I'm excited for issue 2 physicals. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Loving the support on Doomsday Kingdom. Much needed. Absolutely. Why was he left out? 2 things. One, conflict in filming schedule, and they just didn't need him. You don't need him. You don't have to pay him. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a bad way to look at it, but that's how it is. If you don't need the actor, you save on a little bit of budget. Another thing is he could have just been busy, you know, maybe. Or they're setting something up, which could be a possibility. And in order to set something up, they need to, hey, Jesus is gone. He went on a run. When he comes back, it could be for something that has to do with the storyline. That's likely. Godzilla 2472. Wait, I can say cock, but not the B word. Do you mean bitch? No, you can't. You can't. You're not allowed. Did I get all the super chats? I don't want to close it out and then not get all the super chats. Let me see here. Okay, I did get all the super chats. Wait. Oh, Michonne and Maggie were talking about Carl. When did Michonne was going to pull out Carl's letter? When do you think we'll get more letters? Did he write one too? Oh, there it is. Katie O'Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy, is that it? I'm just gonna call her Katie. How's that? Katie O'Shaughnessy. Thank you guys very much. Yeah, that last name is why didn't I just remember Katie? That's like one of the main characters in my comic. Easy. Katie. How hard is that to remember? I always think of the last name though, because I always look at it and be like, that's a name I'm not gonna pronounce right. Just looking at it, you know, or hearing it. You ever hear something, you're like, yeah, I'm probably gonna screw that up. Anyway, yes. Fantastic Walking Dead YouTuber. Go give her a subscribe while you're there. Wait, are we yeah. What? Go over there and give her a subscribe. You guys know what I'm talking about. We're talking about the girl that does reactions. Yeah, she does reactions. Ronnie, I thought when Michonne and Maggie were talking about... Oh, we already did that. This guy loves Trev's Chan, by the way. If Katie's her name. Yeah, that's an easy one. Yeah, all right, guys. Have a good night. Was this her? Lauren, the contract. I didn't see a clip. Yeah, we're gonna talk about if anyone has any information that is out there but maybe hidden or something. I don't know. Send it to me about the actress Lauren Cohan on the show. I have compiled some stuff, but there's really not a lot out there that is concrete. I will say at this point, it does look like there is an issue. Yes, absolutely. Do I think it will get resolved? I really hope so. But again, we will discuss this coming up in a video. If you guys have, behind the scenes or clips or articles, hit me up on Twitter or Facebook or something and send them my way, and then we'll add those, incorporate some information into the video. But all right, thank you very much for coming out and supporting the channel. Everyone just showing up to support. The super chats, absolutely, it helps in a massive way, especially for what we're trying to do moving forward, doing YouTube full time. And if that all goes well with the Mapp gaming and stuff, we will obviously spill over into some, and this is down the line, maybe even some Twitch. Only a little bit though. I know a lot of people are requesting it, but we'll dip our toe in it somewhat. So, but this is very important for what we're doing, summertime, and then ending this year, and then starting 2019 with something really good. I'm talking about fully upgraded, so we don't have any technical problems. I'm looking into relocating for specifically the internet, being the Google Fiber, just so we don't have any problems, or as little as possible. Scrapping a lot of the equipment I have and just upgrading to everything, so that way it's all nice, smooth, and crisp. That stuff, I really appreciate that. The sound, the new mic, like everything's coming. So a major overhaul. So all this stuff, absolutely. Patreon still supporting every single month. People don't even ask for rewards. They're just here supporting. And I'm coming in hard with a retweak on a couple of them. So really excited for what's going on. A little bit down because it's been a drag. I wish we were already there already, but I really appreciate the patience as well. So the mods every Sunday coming out, helping out, keeping the chat clean. Thank you very much, guys. This was a really fun episode of The Walking Dead. I loved it. Handful of people not in the mood for it. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I really loved it. But thank you very much for coming out. I'm going to get going, or else I'm never going to shut up. All right, guys. Come back here next Sunday, 10:30 every Sunday, Eastern Standard Time, to talk about the newest episode of The Walking Dead. And then, obviously, this week, keep an eye out. Got that Fortnite video coming, the first one to kick off the little series, and then a couple other videos all throughout the week. Love you guys. I'm done talking. It's your turn. Fuck it, I'll say it. I don't think I ever have an ending for these. I just, at one point, I'm about to click that button, and it just goes off. And then the comments, everyone's like, oh, the fucker did it again. I don't know what he said. There, I'll just sigh and end it.